right, so we're here with Helena Crevar. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Helena Crevar. I'm 17 years old. I train on Jiujitsu. Some of my past achievements are I won the ADCC West Coast Trials, which helped me qualify to ADCC Roads in August. 11th time IBJJF Japan champion, 4th time IBJJF World champion, and I'm 2-0 at Karate Combat, 2-0 at Presenter 1, 2-0 at UFC Fight Pass, playing the title at Clarence 70 kg, and I also raised her through 145.
Tell me about the decision to move to Austin, Texas. Like, at what point do you realize this is what I want to do, this is where I want to train at, these are the people I want to train with?
So before that, I started training when I was 8 years old. So it was in Las Vegas. I trained at a couple of different gyms, but I was very young. But around age 14, I started getting offers to do these super fights and things like that. And I met Gordon at his seminar at the West Coast Trials in Thursday too. And I really always was a fan of him and Professor John and the whole team. It was just like an amazing opportunity to come by class here and train with the whole team.
Do you consider yourself a shy person, like a mysterious girl? There's a lot. I was speaking to a parent one time. I was like, "What do you think about a Helena seminar?" They're like, "Yeah, she's good. She just don't talk enough." That's when I thought about we need to do an interview. We need to get her to talk and get to know all those better. So what do you think?
When I was like a smaller child, I was a little more shy. I didn't talk very much. But I guess I'm just that kind of person. Like, I'm not very outgoing, like to go and I guess start talking with people. Like, I'm younger. I'm not also like the person who's just like sad all the time. I do talk, but it's like it's in moderation when I need to, or like when I kind of just like feel that it's the right moment. I was super shy before, like when I was very small, and people would ask me my name, and I was kind of shy to say it. I guess through jiu-jitsu kind of helped me like get more out and talk to people more and make friends and things like that.
Do you do anything else besides jiu-jitsu or just anything outside jiu-jitsu? Tell me about some hobbies you have, some things you like to do besides jiu-jitsu.
I actually graduated a year and a half earlier. I've experienced things since kindergarten. But other than that, I like to do baking. And I also have 2 cats and 2 ferrets. So I like to kind of play with them. It's kind of fun. And also I like to do graphic design.
What's your ultimate goal in jiu-jitsu?
For now, I just want to compete as much as I can. My goal for has been to win ADCC rounds. So that's for the economics. And then also when I get my black belt, when IBJJF roles in the black belt, and enhance everything. Also do more seminars, do more super fights, and release their instructions. And then in the future, when I feel like I'm ready, like we'll promote.
What's your response to people that say it's unfair for you to compete as a juvenile or in the blue belt division? The people that say you should be black belt division. What's your response to that?
So first of all, I've been competing in adults since I was 12 years old, and that was because when I was 12, I was a orange belt, and I was always kind of like taller for that age, so I didn't have a third belt, green belt, don't even have that much hits in that division. The first time I did that was at a jiu-jitsu rally. I didn't have any opponents in that division, so they told me down the option was to move to the adults division or get a refund or just take them out. I didn't have many kids in my division, so I just started moving up more often to the adults. And then same thing for super fights. They couldn't find many queens my age, so they just started kind of carrying me with the purple and then going up brown and black belts. But still, I'm still 17 years old, so I guess my division is juvenile division still. So there's nothing preventing me from going into that particular division. Kind of going up to the adult division is more choice.
But do you ever feel like it's too easy when you enter the like the IBJ just blue belt division, do you ever feel like it's too easy? Like you rather be in the black belt division where maybe for challenging?
Well, not like all the fights are happening in Google. Like some of them are really tough, and they're too. Like they're also my age. They've been training the same amount as me. Like some of them even younger than they started younger than I was. So we kind of have the same experience level. So yeah, like even some adults they have like less experience than kids my age do. So I feel like it's just maybe like my physicality level is maybe like a little higher, like a little faster in the throw, but I think like it's still like okay because those kids have been trained also since they were 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, just a fact.
Is there an opponent that you lost to in the past that you would like to run it back with, have like a rematch? Is there anybody you could think of?
My last 3 losses, so I had ADCC Space Trials, which was too low black, but we had fought again at the West Coast Trials and I was able to win that match. And before that, I had lost to Nali Nagiro in ADCC. It was in 2022, I believe, at the first blueprint. That was by a penalty. So if we were to cross paths again, then I'd love to fight her again. And before that was to Elizabeth Clay at the 2022 West Coast Trials. At that time, I was 15 years old and a green belt. So it was my first time competing at such high-level tournaments. I'd love to fight her again.
How do you feel when, let's say, promoters trying to match you up and all these black belts, say, denied in the clothes, you're low down, so you too young? Do you feel like, what do you think about stuff like that? You think they just don't want to lose to somebody younger in the lower belt, or what do you think that's all about?
I guess like people still think under 17 and rookie belt, so maybe they don't want to like compete against our who is much younger or like for a lower rank than them. But for me, it's like all experience. There are some black belts that want to accept it, and I feel like that's great. And it's a lot of like to all just compete against them. But like for guys who don't want to fight me, I guess at some point, either at a tournament like ADCC or IPDJF, we probably will cross paths. So it doesn't really bother me. There are people who might not want to find me, but that's okay.
You're saying they can't run for too long. Eventually, you see them in the tournament. Got it. All right, we'll see. Without telling us too much, if you was a coach preparing the athlete to fight yourself or another girl identical to yours, what would be the advice to that athlete? What would be the game cycle if you would prepare somebody to go against yourself? Without telling us too much.
Well, like to train hard, I guess that everyone always studies like their opponent's matches. So like to study those matches and just like see what you're seeing like as compliments to, I guess, my game or your opponent's game. And then always like when you get to the competition, you try your best, and that's the
advice. All right, so now we're gonna talk about her last championship match at main character. So just walk us through the match.
Yeah, so first my opponent had full guard right away. When she did that, I went here and I went for a front headlock kind of, and I rolled through. And then from there, I came up on top position. From there, she put me in half guard. So I had decided that the guillotine canvas was not tight enough. So from there, I had decided to go and attempt to tap the hand and put my underhook in. And once I had done that successfully, I kind of realized that it was going to be a little hard to pass. So I attempted at the Kiara. Once my opponent, I had unlocked her hands, but she had been able to push me off. So from there, I had attempted a small armbar. But since my opponent had locked her hands, I felt that might be hard. So from there, I had decided it's best to take the back right here. And once I did that, kind of first stabilized right here. Now that it's stabilized, then I had, as soon as I had the body triangle, I started the choke in, and then from there, got a finish.
Okay, so do you feel like when you was in that scramble, you got the R? There was a part, it looked like if you wanted to, you could have finished it tomorrow, but then I realized you chose to take it back instead. Do you feel like you had to finish there, or?
Yeah, so here when I did have the Chimera, I felt that she was pretty flexible. So she may have not wanted to tap to that. So I had decided to maybe it was better to kind of go for a choke and finish with this triangle. I'll get back.
Okay.
All right, guys, come drill with me. I'm going to show you how I finished at main character Jiu-Jitsu 4.
All right, before we get out of here, tell us what happened to that face. Tell us the story behind that.
Yeah, so today's Friday, but on Monday, I was rolling with James, and I was going like past his guard. So what happened was he turned away, and when he came back, he went back with an elbow. So I kind of felt like glowed, like instantly. Yeah. So it was like a little painful, but kind of like got through the next day.
Yeah.
And we're here now.
Your dad said you felt like you was an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Is that something you can see yourself doing in the future?
At the moment, jiu-jitsu, but I guess after what happened, it's like a little practice for me. Thanks for drilling with me. See you next time.
We're out.